Give me 1 minute as I get set up, please. Alright, here I come. Appreciate everybody waiting. What do you guys want to start with first? We got some Vulcan Liberties, Franklin's. Let me know what you want to start with. I finish importing everything over. Okay, I'm trying to get this set up real quick. Still here. I'll run one first while we're waiting. Let's do a 1963 Denver. Pretty high grade. I'd say AU. Try to finish setting up the screen here. Sorry, I'm just setting up real quick. Let's do a Morgan, an 82 Philly. Toned up. I'm gonna switch these. Make sure you get my grenade in there. Oh, sorry, that's way too far in there. Alright. Next, let's do a Vulcan Liberty, a 1944 Philly. Feel free to request anything you see. Trying to get some stuff in the picture so you can see. Here, are any of you interested in either of these Morgans? It's an 87 Philly. Common date, it's just a high grade. I'd say it's a 65. I mean, the fields are just flawless. It's one of the more higher minted ones, though. And then I have this 1898 New Orleans, I believe. Yeah, New Orleans. That's also probably closer to like a 64. But for New Orleans, the hairline, it's got a lot of detail. Of course, this is not shining that well. But the cheeks, wait, this cheek isn't as flawless as the 87. I can start them at 100. Just put yes if you want me to run one of them. Otherwise, I'll move on to something different. I got this one. No, I have more. But these are the two that I picked out that are probably the cheaper ones that I have. They're all MS that I have, but these are the cheaper ones. And these are the highest condition cheaper ones that I have. I have ones that are in lower condition that are worth almost twice as much, but they're, a couple points lower. But I'll keep these over here. Let me know if you guys want me to run one of these Morgans, or if there's a specific date you're looking for, but I mainly have MS. I'm going to try, let's stay with the silver real quick, with the melt. We're going to do a 52 Philly. I can do a Walking Liberty. Plenty of Walking Liberties, bro. Let's do a 45 Philly Walking Liberty. They're not high grade. If I'm doing them at melt, they can't be. It's the lowest I could do on them. It's a 45 Philly. If you want to do a deal on all the ones I have, I'll do that. I think I only have 5 Walking Liberties. I don't know. I don't think I could do it less than 150 anyway. 30 a piece is probably the lowest I could do. Now, let's do a Benji and a Walk in a 58 Denver with a 44 Philly. It's the lowest. I can't do them cheaper than 30. Next, let's try. I got some seated dimes if you all want to see them. check out some seated dimes. Let's do this right here. Let's do two of them. In 1876, which is our anniversary for the United States. It's full Liberty, even though it's very hard to tell. I'm gonna try and give you the best lighting. Let me come closer. See? It actually is full Liberty, baby. I'll never lie to y'all. So the grade 25 is valued at 60. Of course, that's not what I'm gonna charge you guys at all. Full Liberty 1876 with an 1872. See, now this one I think I'm almost positive is full Liberty as well. Hopefully I can show you if you can focus on it real quick. I know it's a lot rougher condition. I think you can see full Liberty. It's just not focused all the way. 1872 and a grade 20. It's valued at 60. So 120 retail value pretty much on these two. I'm going to start them at my lowest. $1876 Philly and 1872 Philly. If anybody's in, I also have this bad boy right here. Look at the details on her. Look at the reverse is even better. Now, mind you, it's a details grade because of that scratch. I'm very honest. But this thing is XF, like 45 easy. Easy. Look at the eagle. Beautiful. Look at the neck. All that detail. Trust me, it looks worse on camera. I promise you. I'm trying to give you the best. And the feet have all the detail on them. Very little wear on her. Alright. I can start this at 100 if anybody's interested. Now, I think at a 45, it's valued at like 275, but I thought 200 because of the details grade. Now, I was going to run these three together, but if I run three together, it's going to cost more. Would you rather me run them one at a time? Let me know. All right, one at a time it is. 1856 New Orleans. Only 1.1 million minted. Only 1.1 million minted. There's the O. 1856 O. And the 15 is valued at 70. $18.56 O. 1.1 million minted. Seated dime. Next, we're going to do. Oops, I'll grab that in a second. 1853 with arrows. She's really pretty. Come on, focus, focus. There you go. Finally focused. Full Liberty. And one out. I have Morgan dollars. I don't have bullions now. I only have one like Morgan I'm willing to do around melt, which is this one, and then I have a bunch of MS Mint State grade Morgans. But I was running this one at 80 or 85, I believe. I think it was 85 I ran it. It's 82 Philly. I don't know. Melt is probably around 70 on the Morgan. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's a good compliment. So 1853 with arrows in a 35. It's valued at 125 in a grade 35. So I'm going to start her at 65. What are you all interested in, by the way? Like looking for? Looking for melt. So I also have these bust halves. I can run this large sentence at 1822. I really don't want to, so I don't know off the top of my head what it's worth, but I'm not gonna charge much for it. Let's do a Morgan. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do a 1969 Denver BU uncirculated Kennedy, uncirculated 1944 S War Nickel, and a heavily circulated 1945 Philly War Nickel. That's a DDR. These three. Take this out of the picture. So it's these three right here. I have 1 second. Let me run this before I answer your question. Started at so I have a bunch of Mint State Morgans. The dates off the top of my head, 1882, 82S, 82OS, 82O, 81O, 87, 98O. I have an 040. What dates are you looking for? That would be much quicker. I have this 87 Philly that's in really, really, really good condition. I think it's a 65, sorry. That I could let this go. This is my lowest. That's what I run the Morgans at Melt, and this is Mint State. It's the same price I run this Morgan at. Glad no one grabbed that. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to 1945 Philly. 1945 Philly with a 1944 Philly. So you get the 45 and the 44 Philly. And I'm willing to make some deals. Anybody see anything they like? Want to negotiate, put some stuff together. About a 1950 Denver and a 1950 Philly. Franklin, two Franklins. Both 1950s. $1950 Denver and 1950 Philly. Nobody told him. Okay. About a 61 Denver and a 61 Philly. 61 Denver, 61 Philly. Somebody told me that they were selling them for $60 a piece a week ago. And last week I was selling them for $40. 61 Philly, 61 Denver. Two of them. Two for what it was a week ago. Whoops. Lost you. Baby, come back. Sorry. As you see, my stand is not here. Let's go with the Morgan. I'm going to throw in the BU War Nickel 1944S with the 1969 Denver Kennedy. Silver Kennedy, 40%. So it's these three. 82 Philly. Beautifully toned, depending on your opinion of toning. And the BU 69 Denver with the BU 44S War Nickel. So it's these three. The Kennedy, 82 Philly, Morgan, and a 44S War Nickel BU uncirculated. Now, we can look at this 1998 New Orleans Mint State. '98 New Orleans. 98 New Orleans. But we go with the 1888 about uncirculated AU seated down. This thing is in incredible condition. Yeah, in a 55, it's valued at 150. Kind of get into focus so you can see. Okay, there we go. Better date Morgans. Yeah, I have plenty of better date Morgans, but they're all mint state. I have a couple 81 O's. I have a 1904 New Orleans. I have a 82 OS, but that's like about low AU condition. That's the only one that's not mint state. Off the top of my head, those are the only better date Morgans. But you can request some dates and I can check right quick if I have them. Shoot, I meant to put 100. My bad. It's valued at 158 out of 55. Let's get back to the Morgan. Actually, let me run this one right quick. So, no, I just did switched it up in my hand. 1821 bust dime. Sorry about that. 1821 bust dime. It's like a poor one, but even at a one, it's valued at 110. Hold on. Just letting, let me show you what we're working with here. So the 10 cents is right there. The eagle, United States of America. There we go. 10 cents is on the bottom, right there. 1821 bust dime. We'll start her off at 50. Which halves? The bust halves or Walking Liberty or Franklin's? Yeah, I got an 1829. That's got it's gonna be a details grade because of the scratches on it. That's how I got it. But this is the higher grade one out of the two. The back is really, really clean. Looks really good. And then I have 1836 lettered edge. A lot lower grade. Are you interested in one or the other? Are you interested in both of them? I do both for 300. I think this one alone is close to 300. I think one was like, I forget off the top of my head. But I know that's well below what they're valued at, graded. No problem. No problem. What's the lowest? What were you thinking? Like, how far off are we? Because to break it down for you, when you say 300, I say 100 for this one and 200 for this one. But that's only because I'm selling them both to you. If I was doing it one of them, I'd still probably want to get closer to 120 on this one, but 100 would be my bare minimum. And then for this one, I'd want to get closer to 2, but probably 175 would probably be my bare minimum. Well, yeah, the only Ikes I got are these ones, the brown Ikes, 73, Decam, and then I have a 72. That's just as frosty. Silver. I wasn't really thinking. I wasn't listening them, but listing them. Let me think here. What I would sell them for. Are you trying to get both of them, or are you trying to grab one? Because you're trying to grab one on list of 72. I'd say my minimum on them is 30. 30 a piece. And I got some 65 SMS sets and 66 SMS sets and 67 SMS sets. Let's run this 2 war nickels real quick. I can find where I said that. But yeah, so to BU. Give me 1 second. I'll make it worth your while. There's so many places it could have went. There it is. So let's run these 3 again. 1969 Denver, 1944 S, 87 Prospector, no, 1944 S uncirculated, and a 45 Philly. So these 3 right here. Now these go for 20 to 25 by themselves all day long. Great pickup, buddy. Thanks for your first purchase. Next, let's run 61 Denver and a 61 Philly. '61 Denver and a '61 Philly. '61 Denver, '61 Philly. Last call. Let's go with the 82 Philly. Very turned with the 1821 bus dime. And a poor one is valued at 110. Now let me show you the reverse so you can see it. The 10 cents is right there. United States of America goes around. There's an eagle in the middle. Flip it over. 1821. So these two is what we're running. The 1882 Philly, 1821. $18.82 Philly. With the 1821 bus dime. And a poor one, it's valued at 110. There's the 10 cents right there, the eagle in the middle. It says United States of America around it. Let's do, I'll run this guy. 1836 lettered edge. And that's my lowest. Run the 1829. This thing is beautiful. Trying to show you everything on it. It's got a lot of detail. It's 1829. That's the lowest I can probably start it at. Now let's go to 1854 seated with arrows. Full Liberty. You can see the face, a lot of detail, a lot of detail. I think it would grade around a 45, XF 45. Detail's great with the scratch on it. That was my phone vibrating. You know when that hotline rings, it can only mean one thing. Okay, we're gonna move on to a 53 seated arrows dime. Full Liberty. And a 35 is valued at 125. It's a 53. She old, man. 1853. (1918) Walking Liberty. 1944 Walking Liberty. That's the lowest I can go. 1918S, 1944S. On the 2-for-1, thank you. Thank you. Really wanted to keep that one, to be honest. Alright, I'm probably gonna do a couple more, unless you guys request something, and then I'll be out of here for right now, until this evening. Let's run this 58 Denver, and then 59 Denver. It's not quite a FBL. Ignore that. And I mean, it could be. It's just I've never graded one, so I don't know. So I don't want to say that it is, and it might not be. Definitely higher grade. So 58 Denver, 59 Denver. Nice pickup. Grabbed another one. Appreciate it. Let's run a 1961 Philly, 1961 Denver. Oh no, I can't do it for $1. I cannot do it for $1. I messed up. That's my fault. That is my fault. Just give me 10 seconds. And what I'll do is I was gonna start at 60. I'll start at 55 because I did that. Right. So a 61 Denver and a 61 Philly. He's gonna let him grab it for 55. Looks like they go. 61 Denver. Great pickup. Are you interested in the rest of my 90% for a deal? Rebel Rouser. Let me see. I got 1, 2, 3. Okay. I got a 63. I'll tell you what they are as I put them down. 63 Denver, a 58 Denver, to 50 Denver. Let's see how many more Franklins we got left. 1950 Denver. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 Franklins with 44S, the 18S, 45 Philly, 44 Philly. Oh, got another Franklin, a 52 Philly, a 63 Denver. But this thing's like uncirculated. But if you're interested, I'll still throw it in because I honor it. And then a 45 Philly. So let me add them up. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Franklins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the Walking Liberties. So it'll be 11 total. Now, let me see think of my lowest price. It would probably be since you're grabbing them all. I could do it for $385. If you're interested. So it'll be 6. We're on it. Okay. So for anybody else that's interested, it's going to be 6 Franklins. One of these is uncirculated. And then 5 Walking Liberties. It's 11 total halves. So you got 11 total half dollars. You got 6 Franklins, 5 Walking Liberties, a 1918S, 1940, we're sticking together, 44S, and 1918, 1944. With the 1945 Philly, 1944 Philly, 1945 Philly. Nice pickup. That cleans out my 90%. That melt. Now I'm going to run probably 2 more real quick with these Morgans and then hop off. An 87 Philly and a 98 New Orleans. Let's do the 98 New Orleans real quick. But I'm hopping back on tonight. I'm going to probably be running seated dimes, some bust halves. I got some mint sets if you guys, or proof sets rather, if you're interested. Not mint sets, but proof sets. All right, so this is the 98 New Orleans. Definitely mint state. Probably a 64, to be honest. I'm going to start it at 100. I wasn't really prepared to run the Morgans, so next show I'll be more prepared, run my pricing, and be able to give you way better prices on these. I'm just being a little bit more safer than sorry. But next show, definitely be able to give you better prices. I got tons of MS Morgans. Not tons, but plenty. Okay, and then I'm going to run the 87 Philly. Now this thing, in my opinion, would grade it like a 65. But I'm not a professional grader. Trying to show you guys everything on it. I mean, in my opinion, this camera makes it look way worse than it really is, which is good because I want you guys to really see everything on it. I don't want it to hide. Now, this is the lowest, so I could probably do this one. Would be just being safe, rather safer than sorry right now. But it's the 87 Philly MS, high, in my opinion, gem. Like anything, anywhere you see is on the fields, obviously, but the the back of the fields, like behind the eagle, behind her or him, whoever it is, are all clean on this one. Completely clean. Alrighty, well that's gonna wrap this one up. I appreciate all y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed day. On another show this evening.